Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to BMTV. And I am very happy to introduce you to a brand new guest here on BMTV. We have Bex from Blow It With Bex. I'm sorry. Hello. I can't say Blow It With Bex without a little snigger. Is that intentional?
It is intentional.
All right.
Because I didn't want anyone to forget my name. I wanted a name that no one will forget. And I know no one will forget that. I mean, I don't know what the postman thinks, but there you go.
Well, you definitely, I've spoken to a few people about you and you just can't help but snigger. But I think, well, you're right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
People remember the name. Anyway, welcome.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm
How's
good,
it?
yeah.
Good. Well, I'm really excited to have you here. I've seen some of your work. It's amazing work. But I wanted to find out a bit more about you first. You're going to show us something in a second, but I want to find out about you, how you got into the industry and your story really. So tell everybody all about it.
So I was a nail technician back before coronavirus. And then obviously during lockdown, I was a close contact job. So we had to stop, full stop. So whilst sunbathing in lockdown, because we had lovely weather, I was on Pinterest one day and a balloon display showed up on my homepage. And I clicked on it. And then, I don't know if you know how Pinterest works, then when you next go on it again, more and more of that thing that you clicked on shows up on your homepage. Yeah. So loads and loads of balloons kept showing up and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to give this a go. I might as well, got nothing else to do. So I gave it a go and it's just taken off. Mental how much it's taken off. Yeah.
Well, you've clearly done very, very well looking at your Instagram account and in such a short period of time. Yeah. Do you know Catherine? Catherine from Dress Your Daydream. So we talked to her. Yeah. And her story is it's very, very similar, isn't it? Yeah. So I think a lot of people have done it, but a few people have done it and done it like you have. So you were saying when we were chatting before that you are just so busy all of the time.
Yeah, don't get a moment to think. Yeah. Literally don't stop.
So how does it fit around your life? Because you've got kids. Yeah. How do you manage to fit it around?
I'm fortunate that my son, he's at school. Okay. So he's 12, nearly 13. And then my 2-year-old goes to preschool 2 days a week at the minute. So those 2 days that she's at preschool, I work from the minute I drop her off to the minute I pick her up, and I get in as much as I can then. The other days, I'm fortunate that I've got like supportive husband, supportive family around. So if I need someone to help with childcare, someone's there to help me. But yeah, I just fit it around the kids as much as I can. Weekends are obviously the busiest time in the events industry. So my husband has the kids at the weekends, but I won't work all day Saturday and Sunday. I will always keep time to spend with family as well.
Yeah, okay. So you're gonna show everybody a technique in a minute and how you do something. You say you do this differently to everybody else. But for people that might not be familiar with your work, do you want to tell us what it is that you're known for, what your style is, what you do exactly?
So I am known for my double hoop. So I did that a while ago now, but everyone loves it, and I don't do single hoop displays. Everyone wants double hoop.
So that's a hoop and then another hoop
thickness.
Inside.
So basically double the thickness. So I'm known for that, and my flowers. I'm OTT with my flowers. If there's a display that someone wants without flowers, I don't know why you're messaging me.
Yeah, oh really?
Because I am OTT with flowers. Yeah. So yeah, everyone knows that. So yeah, those two things I'm known for.
So you don't just add a bit here and there when it comes
more
to
is
flowers.
more. More is always more when it comes to flowers.
Okay, all right. So that's you've obviously done very well in such a short period of time. What tips would you give people out there that are in your position that are either just thinking of starting or have just started their business in balloons? What tips would you give them? What would you suggest they do?
Just grab the ball with both hands. Yeah. Because there's no wrong way to doing balloons. There is no wrong way, especially when it comes to organic. Yeah. So just do it. You've just got to have the confidence, because things can't go wrong really. You might get a few things where the balloons pop, but so what? Doesn't matter. You are putting that many balloons into an organic display, you're not going to notice one or two if they pop. Yeah. Just go for it. You've just got to have confidence in yourself. Yeah. I mean, I look back now and think, me 15 months ago, like I was a nail technician. Now I'm on BMTV.
You are. That's the pinnacle of your career.
Yeah.
Not really. But yeah, you've done amazingly well. So, and have you done any training yourself?
No.
So you're all self-taught?
Yeah. So actually, when I first started, I found Catherine on YouTube.
All right.
So I started off watching her videos, and then another lady from in America, I can't remember her name. So I was just watching their 2 YouTube videos, and then just developed my own style like that. But now I do training.
Tell me more about that.
So I now do masterclasses. For 12, I teach 12 balloon stylists, all beginners. It doesn't matter, you don't have to be experienced. I teach you from the basics of inflating right up to the big displays. So I do masterclasses, which I'm trying to do 1 a month for those, which are based in Southampton.
Okay.
So yeah, I do those, and I've also launched my academy. So I was nervous about doing that because I thought, I don't know if everyone wants to will join. Is it going to be successful? But there was a couple of people that kept pushing me and were like, Bex, you can do this. Just do it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Just at least you can say you've tried. So I just launched my academy as well, which I'm just teaching people everything that I know. And yeah, it's crazy.
Your academy is online.
Online, yeah.
So, and that, how much is that?
$11.99 a month.
Okay, $11.99 a month, and you put more videos on there constantly.
Yeah. So it's all done via my website. So there's a members only page. So you subscribe, and then I give you the password for the members only page. And also done via Instagram and Facebook. So Facebook, I upload files, documents like pricing guides and all of that. Instagram, I do live videos every Thursday night where everyone tunes in, and it's just Q&As all the time. And then upload little information posts on there. And then all the tutorials are uploaded onto my website, so it's easy to find. They're all in one section. My plan was to do one a week, but that's not how it's turned out. I seem to be just upload and load. So I just want to upload something new all the time so people don't get bored.
And I guess you're still learning yourself.
Yeah. And so there's always room for improving and learning.
So when you learn something new just through doing a job, you then
put it onto my academy.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So as you're learning,
everyone's
your
learning
academy
with me.
members are learning as well.
I don't think you can ever stop learning when it comes to balloons. So you learn something new all the time.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So if people want to find out about your masterclasses and join your academy, they go to your website, which is
www.blowitwithbex.co.uk.
You will not forget that.
You won't forget that.
All right. Well, thank you so much. That's really interesting. I do love to find out how people started in the industry, and it's really impressive how you're doing. You're on Instagram. You're quite prolific on Instagram, aren't you now?
Yeah.
So you're getting known through Instagram. Yeah. So I think it's fantastic. From a marketing point of view, I'll ask that question.
Yeah.
Is Instagram the place to be? If you've got to choose one place to be, is Instagram it?
Yeah. I mean, if you asked me that a year ago, I would have said Facebook.
Okay.
But now I've got to grips with how Instagram works. 100% back Instagram. Instagram and TikTok. TikTok's a good one as well. As much as I didn't think it was, but it seems to be working for me at the minute as well.
Yeah. I love TikTok. I think we were talking earlier, and I was saying how we first played with it a couple of years ago before COVID. And I could definitely see how it benefits people like you and people in our industry. You just got to do it.
Yeah.
So what sort of things do you do on TikTok and
So it's
Instagram?
the same as Instagram with Reels. So time lapses is what everyone wants to see all the time. Okay. That's where you get your followers. That's where your Instagram grows. So I do all my time lapses on there.
Yeah.
And I upload them to TikTok as well,
So you just upload exactly the same video?
Exactly the same, yeah. I find Instagram a lot easier to work with than TikTok. But I'm guessing that's because I haven't got to grips with TikTok properly yet. But I'm guessing that takes time.
Yeah.
So I upload it onto Instagram first, download that video, and then upload it to TikTok, then add the music on TikTok.
Yeah. So would you say stories or posts on Instagram?
Posts, I think, because posts get shared more.
Okay.
And then that's how your name gets about, is it for like the likes of Event Collective and stuff like that share your work, then you get about a bit more if you do posts.
Yeah.
But you have got to be consistent on Instagram, so being consistent on your stories helps as well, which I do lack that, but that's because I still doesn't feel natural talking to myself on a story when I know you're talking to everyone else, but you're looking at your face while I was talking, aren't you? Yeah. So my New Year's resolution was to be more present on my Instagram stories. But
so is that what you think you would use Instagram stories for?
Yeah, just communicating with your followers. So they're invested in you, not just your displays. Yeah. They're getting to know you as a person.
Yeah, yeah. Really good. So I'm going to think of another question and then we'll come back to it. Anyway, but I'll ask you questions as we go along if I think of any more. But let's get on to what it is you're going to show us today. Yep. So what is it you are going to show us?
So I'm going to show you how I do my clusters and how I would start off building a garland. Okay. So I do my clusters in clusters of 8. I don't know if there's many people out there that does it like that. Quite a few people do it at 6s. Okay. But I do clusters of 8 and then add 6s on the edges to make it thicker.
Okay. So, all right. Well, you're going to show us how to do that now, aren't you?
Yes,
so that's some balloons you prepared earlier.
So here I prepared them earlier.
What are these eucalyptus?
Eucalyptus Sempertex 12 inch. Yeah. So you're blowing up 4 pairs. You are putting 2 pairs together, twisting those pairs together to make your quad. You're doing that twice over.
I got told off for calling it a quad.
Why?
Because we call them clusters apparently in this country.
Oh, I call them quads.
Well, fair enough.
You want to call them quads,
Greg?
That's
2 of us, so call them quads.
Yeah,
good.
So you've got your 2 quads. You're going to push them together so they interlink. And you're going to grab one from the bottom quad and twist it with one from the top quad.
Oh, right, okay.
Like that a few times so it doesn't come undone. Go to the opposite side and then do the same again. One from the top quad with one from the bottom one. Yeah. And that's your cluster of 8. So my clusters, I inflate them different sizes. So, but the same size within a cluster. Okay. But each cluster is different sized. So for example, these ones.
So that's another 8.
That's another 8. Okay. So they're about 7 inches maybe. And then these ones obviously are about 8 or 9. So you can see the size difference. Yeah. So I do that within clusters.
Okay. All right. And you've got a few other clusters down there. I've got a few clusters. But we've got a table in the way.
Yeah.
So we've got to do something called the clicky finger thing. Right. Can you click your fingers?
Yes.
I can't, but I'm going to pretend to. Okay. So you do this and then we both go like that at the same time. Right. And then we click our fingers and then the table will magically disappear. Okay. Are you ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. And there we are, back in the room. It's amazing, isn't it? How did you enjoy that?
Very, very good.
Yes, magic. Magic here at Balloon Market. Anyway, so the table is gone. Carry on. What are you going to...
Right.
How are you going to connect them?
I have prepared my clusters already. So I connect them all with the necks. Okay. So I've got my cluster of 8, another cluster of 8. You will be tying the 2 necks together in a knot. Mm-hmm.
See, this is what I love about our industry. There's no right or wrong way. No. Everybody does things differently. So I've seen people use ribbon or string or twine, whatever you call it.
260s.
I can't think of 260s. Loads of different ways. But there are no rules.
No. I think doing it this way, your clusters go tighter together. Yeah. And also if you make a mistake, you can just cut that cluster out. Yeah. If you use 260 or fishing line, you can't cut that because it will unravel the whole thing. So that's why I like using necks.
All right, okay.
So you just keep building on your garland, tying your clusters together. Doesn't matter if it's a straight line to start off with because you'll be changing that.
It comes together very quickly, doesn't it?
It does. It is really quick to do. I think the inflating is what takes the longest.
So do you inflate at home or do you inflate on site? You inflate at home?
So I inflate as much as I physically can get in my van. And then I'll take my pump and spare balloons with me to every job. Okay. Because I always go over the top. So I will always inflate more at a job. So you've got your garland, if you like. Yeah. And then you don't want a straight line. No one wants a straight line. That doesn't look as aesthetically pleasing. You are twisting your garland, all the balloons around, to make it into a different shape. So it's not a straight line. And then you will get clusters of 6 or 8, it doesn't matter, usually 6, and build on an area that you want to thicken out. So then I'll add in this one here.
And then you could just have clusters of smaller balloons. Keep on.
Keep adding. Just like that. So that's thickened out that area there.
Yeah.
So easy as that.
Already that looks impressive.
Yeah.
So and then you sort of, on your hoops and stuff, you do that and then you just put them on the hoop?
Yeah. Well, on my hoop, I'll go around the outside,
yeah,
tying clusters on individually, wrapping it around the bowl.
Okay. All right.
And then I then tie clusters on the inside to the clusters that are on the outside.
Okay.
So yeah.
It's horrible to say, but it seems quite simple.
It is simple. It is really simple. That's why I think if you're just starting out and you're nervous because you think it looks hard, it's not. It really is easy.
The thing is, though, with your academy or your masterclasses, there will be mistakes people would make.
Yeah.
And you just get rid of those by coming to the masterclass.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm a big advocate of training of any kind.
Yeah.
And I think that people can I've always said you get from A to B, but in this much time, because you lose all the mistakes that you've made over the last 15 months, and they go straight to it. But
so everything I've learned over 15 months, I've condensed down onto my academy page for everyone to effectively learn off of my mistakes. So they shouldn't then make the same mistakes I have, because I've told you how not to.
In theory.
In theory.
People still make some mistakes.
But it's good to make mistakes, because you're not going to learn or grow if you don't make mistakes. I always say that growth and comfort don't coexist, because they don't. You need to step outside your comfort zone to grow. So.
Absolutely. I'm a big fan of that. I always say that as well. Right, now I think we should be using this for something.
Yes.
But let's not do that today.
No.
Let's use that on another show. That's right. There's going to be another show that we use this. But before we go, you as a guest on BMTV get to ask everybody the question of the week. Do you have a question of the week?
I do. What do you do that as an added extra for your customers to make you go the extra mile for them?
Okay. So what do you do to add value? Is that I've got to think about how we put it on the screen, so it's too long. So what do you do? Oh, I shouldn't be looking at that one. What do you do to add value? There you go. Leave your comments down below on Facebook and on YouTube. Bex, thank you so much for that. It was really nice talking to you.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you, everybody out there, for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you've not subscribed, please do, and hit that subscribe button and the little bell next to it. And that way you'll be notified every time we upload a new show. And please check us out on Instagram as well, balloon_market1. And why don't you check out Bex as well, which is
Blow_it_with_Bex.
Okay, there you go. Check that out as well. Anyway, stay safe, stay happy. See you all next week. Bye.
Bye.